Doug is going to be in main event from 2 to 3 tomorrow to entertain you. But he has agreed to do it, so he's going to be main event, up to main events, and we really, again, we apologize for this. The fire marshal was ready to close the whole thing down because of the fire hazard of all the comping. We tried asking nicely, and then we had to resort to yelling, and that still didn't work, so we love you all, we appreciate you. Again, I apologize on behalf of everyone here. You know, it was either yell at a few people or disappoint the entire convention.
Well, then, sorry to interrupt, guys. I do apologize for much of an
Okay, unfortunately, guys, there's a few too many people here. It's a fire hazard. I need you all to leave. Actually, honestly, because there were so many people and everything, and they actually put this event together the last minute. Give a hand one more time for the con staff. I cannot see any of you. So I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do the line thing, right? Okay, well, we're going to... His hand up, and if you guys have a question, it is a Q&A, just go over there, just make a line, and we can probably just... Do you think it's best over there or in the center? What do you think?
We can start in the center if you want to be able to.
The center might be best, yeah. Let's do that. So he's just going to be in the center there? There he is, yeah, there he is. Okay, awesome. And just, while that's going on, I'll just talk a little bit about myself, because I'm good at that. I'm Doug Walker. I have a website called TheGuyWithTheGlasses.com. I do bum reviews. I do Ask That Guy with the Glasses. I do video game confessions. I'm probably the most popular, the Nostalgia Critic. And it looks like he's still putting that together, so I can show you the world. Wait, no, get the Aladdin voice. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Aladdin really shows his teeth. He has the cleanest teeth in that movie. You ever notice that? Like, he's really big. It's not even teeth. It's like just one tooth and another big tooth at the bottom. You ever notice that? So, okay, we got the first question there?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm kind of sad because I asked the question personally and I didn't expect this, but what?
Ask the question!
Okay, I will. Well, at the voice acting roundtable, we learned two things Jim Cummings said, which kind of interest me. One, he very much regrets doing the Garbage Pail Kids movie. And two, he also found it ridiculous in the cartoon All Star Squad, the one about drugs that you did early on. He also found it ridiculous when he had to make Pooh say, "Now, if someone offers you a joint..." Yeah, so...
Oh, bother!
Well, basically, he feels ashamed for those two things, so I'm just wondering, does that make you feel any better about...
Does it make you feel better that Jim Cummings hated the two things I hate the most? Yes.
Okay,
that was easy.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, what movies are you excited for in the coming year or coming years, and which ones are you excited for to just absolutely bomb?
Any Adam Sandler vehicle, I'm usually happy with that. Actually, it's like I got manacled recently. That means married, and the longest time, the movie Brave was coming out on the day we were getting married, and we thought that was awesome that we're getting married on the same day that movie called Brave was coming, and we thought it was great. But then they pushed the date back, and instead we got that Adam Sandler Fathers movie. We're just like, really? Really? So, thank you so much. What was the question? Oh, actually, what was the question? Does anyone remember?
What are you excited for?
What movies are you looking forward to?
Oh, what am I looking forward to? I mean, of course, The Dark Knight Rises. Want to see that? Honestly, the only other movie I'm excited for, I'm actually more excited for this than Dark Knight Rises. That makes me sound like a pansy. I don't care. I really want to see Les Miserables. It just looks really like, because I think anytime I see a musical, I always think like, what would this be like as a movie, and what changes would you make and stuff. And it's like, it looks really gritty and really good, and they're taking it really seriously. It's the same guy who directed like King's Speech and John Adams, which I love, and I'm just so friggin' hyped for that movie. It's like, I don't care if it's a musical, Broadway, whatever, it's gonna be awesome! So anyway. So, yes, next question.
I was just wondering, why do you hate Phil Collins so much?
You know, every once in a while I'll go to the comments of like the Disney December ones, and just they're all like, lay off Phil Collins, lay off Phil Collins. I'm sure he's fine, I'm sure he's, you know, a cool guy, whatever. I just can't stand the music. I mean, for me, the big thing was just in Tarzan. I just didn't feel it matched. I mean, it always seems to just come out of nowhere. Like, here's this jungle, you know, and the toughest place in the world, and Phil Collins comes on. I just always want to see Tarzan the cheetah are about to fight, and when he starts singing, I just want him to go. So I'm not a fan of the music, but I mean, if you like him, great. I don't hate him personally. I just didn't feel it was very appropriate for that or Brother Bear. I thought it was a little weak. Actually, some parts of Brother Bear were okay. So yeah, there you go. Awesome.
Hi. I was wondering, how often do you get like stopped and like recognized going around town doing your own thing?
You know, I'm very lucky because around town, I mean, it's not like people stop me all the time. It's only once in a while, which I like. But like, I think this is the convention where I got stopped like the most. I mean, everyone is like, you people are persistent. So yeah, I mean, that's all I hear. Okay. So yeah, I don't get stopped that often, thankfully, except when I go to cons. So next question.
Hello, critic. Hello. You remember me, I remember you. I warned you about Star Crash. I warned you about David Hasselhoff as a Jedi. But now I give
Jim Cummings?
I give you the sequel to Mono's Hands of Fate. It's happening next year. This is my gift that I give to you.
There's a sequel to Manos: The Hands of Fate? Well, what is it? Feet of Fate? Wait, is this the sequel? The video game of Manos: The Hands of Fate? Okay, it is.
Here's the proof. I know the director.
You know the director of Hands of Fate?
Sure. The actual doctor, con fart. The actual daughter of the master and the master himself are in this film. 2013, Manos: Hands of Fate. Search for Valley Lodge.
I'm there, man. The website is torgolives.com. Let me tell you, I'm not a gamer and I never had time for video games. I will play this. I shall be just as good. Yes, Insano!
Yes, indeed. As a scientific inquiry, was Felix the Cat even worse worse than Garbage the Pail Kids.
Like, the Oyster Cat was close to being worse than Garbage Pail Kid. That was pretty unbearable too. But no, Garbage Pail Kids is still like, what really makes me hate that is because it's like, you know, most films, I'm like, if you like it, fine, whatever. It's like when you get into kids' films and they get the really, I mean, they're just really insulting to kids and they're doing bad morals and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, everything about that movie is just ugly. Every meaning of the word, which is ironic because the message, I think, is don't judge a book by its cover or be okay with ugly people, whatever. But it's like, no, that is ugly. That's the exact definition of ugly, that movie. So, no, I don't think The Oyster Cat is worse. Science!
Hi, big fan, just want to say. I was wondering, sometime after this panel, would you like to play a card game with us? The best way I can describe it is the adult version of Apples to Apples. It's called Cards Against Humanity.
No, I would not. No, honestly, after this, I should let people know right now, I mean, like, if I didn't see you, I'm sorry, because like after this, I gotta rush to the airport. So I'm not gonna have time to like sign stuff or say hi or anything like that. I mean, it's just like, so I'm real sorry if I didn't get to see you, but Jen, if they have me back next year, I'll definitely come back next year, so you have that to look forward to. Hello, sir.
Hi, critic. I'm just curious, why do you go one step beyond in your top 11, and can I give you this picture?
To answer the first question, 2 steps down would just be extravagant. Answer your second question, no. It's a picture of me squeeing. I love going to con. I don't have to pay for a thing. I get video games and art and stuff. I love it. What you got there?
Hi, Doug. I did see your review for the 2 Sonic the Hedgehog series, and I was actually wondering if you had ever actually seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And I was wondering if you would or would not do a review on it, because I've seen very mixed reactions to it. I've seen people believing it is a great movie, the artwork is amazing, but I've also seen other people walk away from it with their hands on their faces.
Yeah, they really don't like it and stuff. You know, I don't know, because I sort of did the Sonic thing. I wasn't like a huge Sonic kid growing up. I'm not a huge Sonic guy, but I did like the Saturday AM, whatever it's called, show. Even that really dumb one, I mean, it's sort of enjoyable for how campy and bad it is, you know, sort of like the Adam West Batman. So I usually try to stay away from the Sonic stuff, but if there's a movie and it's kind of self-contained, maybe I'll take a look at it. I'll at least take a look at it. So we'll see about a review, though.
Reviews! Greetings, critic. It's me, Brad. No, not really. But
geez, the voice was so similar. I mean,
not through a microphone. But my biggest question is, do you have any future old versus new plan? Because there is one that I've been dying to see you do.
What's that?
Old versus new: The Chronicles of Narnia. The live-action BBC ones from like, I can't remember how old.
Okay, I haven't seen those, so I'll at least check them out.
Yeah, you can probably look them up.
Yeah, I can try on YouTube or something like that. So, maybe, I don't know. I have to watch them first. If it's like, oh, this is crap, I'll just not do it, but yeah.
He wants to see you. Oh, you want to see me, okay.
With the lights I can't, but...
Okay. Do you have any premiere, behind-the-scenes, funny story that you can share with us that we would never like hear about in any of your videos?
In terms of like filming something or going to a con or?
Either or.
Okay, here's the one story I always share. The creepiest con guest I ever came across. It was actually at the first con I ever went to, and they gave us a booth sort of like what they have here, where you know you just sort of sit there, you have autographs and stuff like that, and you know there's a group of people, some are dressed up like me, they're just sort of hanging around, and then they all have a panel to go to, except this one guy. And this one guy, he's just standing there, and my brother is there too, and he says, you know, hey, can I take it to, that'd be cool. And we say, oh, yeah, and we just don't want to do that because it's a stranger and we just don't, but we are hungry. And there's an Applebee's right there, but we go in there and we're going to look like dicks in front of him. So, we're just like, oh, no, that's okay. It just goes, oh. 10 minutes of this. So, what's your favorite movie? Brazil. Oh. 10 more minutes go by. So, enjoying it here? Yeah, okay. Oh. This goes on for an hour. And we are hungry. And salvation's right there. But we can't go because this guy just will not leave. And finally, just out of nowhere, he's just like, okay, bye. And he leaves. It was like an hour of this guy just standing there saying nothing, doing nothing, just watching us. And it was so creepy. But after he left, I remember my brother and I looked at each other and we just went, thank God, and we just bolted from the Applebee's. So that's always kind of a funny story. In terms of behind the scenes stuff, no, nothing fun ever happens there.
Alright, Nostalgic Critic. Two questions, both review questions.
Okay.
One is, have you ever heard of the Never-Ending Story animated series?
Yeah, people tell me about it. No, I'm not going to review it.
Okay, and the second one is, you ever heard of Freddy the Frog?
Furry the Frog?
No, Freddy the Frog.
Freddy the Frog? Yeah. No, is that like A Nightmare on Elm Street, but he's a frog?
Think of it like James Bond as a frog.
Okay.
Yeah. Find that and there's two versions.
Two versions, because they needed the reboot. Freddy the Frog Rises, yeah. I'll check it out, Awesome. Hello, Marvin.
Alright. Sorry, I lost my voice screaming at Girlfriend last night, so the movie really sucks. But the question I got to ask you is, are you and Jane Wolf going to do anything else? Are the feud going to continue, or is it just done?
If we want to do something, we might, we'll only do it if we feel like it's good to do. Like, he was in town recently, and he was getting back from his shoot, and I was just like, he's like, hey, you want a cameo? I'm like, okay, we just shot a cameo real fast, so I might be in his movie. That kind of stuff, we both agree we don't want to force it, and we sort of did a good chunk of what we can do with that feud. But, if we think of something, we'll do it. We love hanging out, we love chatting, we love filming and stuff like that, so we'll see what happens. And actually, in answer to the other question that somebody asked about funny behind-the-scenes stuff, I actually will tell you one because it happened at this con. The other night, not last night, the night before, Team 4-Star had 18 and above panel. We read 50 Shades of Grey in different voices. And I liked it so much that actually it works its way into the review that I'm doing this week. So keep an eye out for that. It's very funny.
Oh my God, I was crying.
This is my first Q&A. I hope I don't screw up. I got two questions. One, where did you get the idea to have recent movie reviews by becoming a hobo, and have you gotten over your anger issues with bad credit cards?
My voice is blown out, so I'm not gonna do the bad credit card. But here, I'll throw a punch at you. Boom. Nice fall. To answer the first question, it was more I just did this voice for the Cloverfield review, and I thought it was so funny. I'm like, I gotta make a character out of this. And, okay, he sort of sounds like a bum. I'll make him a bum. Well, what aren't I doing? Well, I'm not doing current movie reviews. I just have it be that. That's about it. It's about as basic as you can get. And what's the second question? Was it just a bad credit card joke?
Gotten over your anger issues with it.
What?
Have you gotten over your anger issues with the bad credit?
Well, obviously, because you're still alive. And they have at least gotten better. So, awesome.
Hi, I have two questions.
Sure.
1.5. The first one is, if I told you I could point you toward a movie in which people dressed in duck costumes steep people for their tea, would you be interested?
More afraid, but... intrigued.
It's Magic in the Mirror. It is a kids movie. It was early 1990s.
What's it called? Magic?
Magic in the Mirror. It's a riff on Alice looking through the looking glass.
Okay. Yeah, intriguing. Fascinating.
And the second one, what movies have made you want to just give up reviewing them?
I mean, the really boring ones are tough. I mean, like, ones that are bad, but they're also kind of boring. Like, I mean, Garbage Pail Kids actually as well, but Biodome is one of those. Felix the Cat was one of those. You know, just ones where it's like, not only is this awful, it's just not entertaining. It's unpleasant, and it is just like, ugh. But I never want to like give up making videos online and stuff because it's just so awesome and the freedom and stuff like that. So nothing ever made me say, you know, okay, stop, too bad. So no, nothing's come up yet anyway. So awesome. Hello, Sultan.
Hello. So this is kind of like a semi-strange question. So yesterday when I was at your booth, I mentioned how you should probably do the dragon who was or wasn't he. And it was something that Disney had done and whatnot, with Disney dubbed back in the early 90s. Then I remembered last night that they haven't put that out on DVD and you can find it on YouTube. There are various English dubbed VHS copies you can get on Amazon, but I have a VHS copy that was recorded off of the TV. And is there a way that stuff can be sent to you through like email or whatever?
You know, contact me via the website, and I'll see what we can do if we can set up something. Yeah, just contact me. We'll figure it out. We'll see if we can do something.
Okay, because you will love to review that. I promise. I promise.
You better. I have to check my email because of you. God.
Hi, Mr. Walker.
Hello.
I have two questions. The first one is, have you ever considered reviewing the movie Small Soldiers with the talking toys?
Okay, is there something about this? Because a lot of people are requesting it. It just sort of looked like a generic, you know, sort of rip-off Toy Story or something like that. And everyone's just like, do Small Soldiers, do Small Soldiers. Well,
it's really violent.
Okay, I'll tell you, I'll at least look at it. How about that? If I feel like, you know, oh, okay, this can actually lead to some funny stuff, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Toy Story at all. It more or less takes itself too seriously at times. So.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. And my second question is, I was wondering if I could get your autograph, but before you answer that, I don't have any paper, and all I have is this 1966 Batman credit card.
Hey there, you're a tall drink of water. Come here often.
That's a very good question.
I was wanting to know...
In actuality, it's a very small glass of water.
I was wanting to know if you had any intention of doing any more of those videos.
Oh, the Ask That Guys? Oh, yeah. The Ask That Guys and the Video Game Confessions, I'm still going to do them. It's just that because of the fourth year, which is such a monster to edit and put together and stuff like that, you know, it just takes up a lot of time. And we really do, I know it's taking a while, but we really want it to be really good, and we're just working hard on it. And we just need to put the other videos on hold. So, yeah, I'm not done with those. I mean, you'll be seeing more of those.
Okay, and the other thing that I had found a story about Link, and I was wanting to give it to you because it's like 2 pages.
The story about Link, it's not like Link.
it's the...
Does it have like balls in it?
No.
Okay, then I'm interested. Yeah. What, do you have it on you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. This is more than Q&A, it's just like people giving me gifts. I love it.
More reason to come back.
Awesome. What was it?
More reason to come back. Free stuff.
But more stuff, yeah. It's like Christmas. We should go to Christmas Con.
Oh, God.
Something. Especially when I saw how tall he is, I'm like, ah! You say that all you want, sir.
Now that I have your attention, critic, it is me again. Don't worry, that declaration of war yesterday, that was bullshit.
It's all good. We cool.
Another thing is, you often mention Rob Schneider in your reviews, often in a kind of, let's say, a satirical, insulting way.
I do? Hey, you might be thinking of Rob Schneider, not Roy Schneider. Yeah, we're talking about the guy from Jaws, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love him.
Oh my God, I've been making, my life has no meaning anymore. Now, okay, serious question. Me and my friend, we're kind of hoping to get into actually doing internet reviews ourselves. We were wondering how to get off the ground, how to first get attention.
How to get off the ground as like a reviewer?
Yeah, as an internet reviewer.
Okay, I mean, because I do get this question a lot. My first bit of advice would be don't. Because there are a ton of them, and it is, I mean, a lot of my success and fame and stuff like that really has to do with luck. I just came in at the right time because very few people were doing this. But I will say, if you feel you have a good angle or something new you can bring to it, something that people haven't seen or something you can do that's really fresh, I say go for it. But there is, I mean, there's no shortage of people going online saying, I hate this, no. You know, I mean, I just happened to come in at the right time when not a lot of people were doing it. So, awesome. But yeah, I'd say that if you're gonna do it, do something different. Try to find a good angle, be unique, and yeah, just try your best to be, you know, entertaining.
Thank you. Also, how do you deal with those freaks?
Takes one to know one.
Hi, Craig. After doing so many episodes and like dressing up as a Ghostbuster, chasing Casper, and jumping into the pool, and dressing up as Link and showing your underwear, what's your favorite funny moment?
Well, what's my favorite what?
Funny moment.
Funny moment. Oh God. Depending on this review, it might be actually some in this upcoming review, because I have Brental Floss and Uncle Yo in it, and then Team 4-Star shows up at the end, and they just steal the show, and they're all so funny in it. So it might be there, but before that, I really like in Mortal Kombat 2 when we're watching the mud fight, and then when I say everybody stop, Bardo keeps going, oh yes, you're dirty kitty, aren't you, dirty kitty? I really, really like that. Aside from that, you know, maybe something. The Casper thing was really good. I like the Moulin Rouge stuff with Phelan singing. It really kills me. Free chance. So yeah, one of those. I don't know if I have an absolute favorite, but yeah, it's sort of a toss-up between those.
So will Angry Joe ever get his Joe signal in the sky?
All I have to do is put an E on there. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too complicated. So maybe you'll have to wait and see in Angry Joe Rises.
Thank you.
That sounds dirty, anyway.
Hello, critic. Hello. A couple of questions, actually. Out of all the movies you reviewed, which one was the most requested, and which one did you hate the most?
Which one was the most requested? Probably the Sonic show and The Room were probably the most requests I ever got. I mean, that's why I did them. And which ones did I hate the most?
Yes.
Garbage Pail Kids, man. I hate it. That's the worst movie I've ever seen. Worse than Manos, in my opinion, because Manos at least has the distinction of being the worst movie. Garbage Pail Kids can't even make its way up to that, so I hate it even more.
One more question.
Sure.
Can we expect a sequel to Kick-Assia?
Yeah, it's called Suburban Nights.
Okay, then can we expect a sequel to Suburban Nights?
Yeah, it's called To Boldly Flee.
Thank you very much.
So what's the sequel to Boldly Flee?
It's called Your Mother.
Hey, thank you for doing the second panel. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for almost causing a fire.
No. You were a fire hazard.
Oh, yeah.
At least we didn't. At least we prevented a forest fire. How did you come up with the idea for the Teddy Ruxpin skit?
Oh, it's just, I mean, I just assumed everybody had that terrifying nightmare going through their head. That Teddy Ruxpin would come alive and just be like, I want to eat you. Yeah, I mean, it's really just based off of everybody being terrified of that. Even Paranormal Activity apparently was terrified of it because they had the really creepy shot of it in the third one. And that's like the scariest part of the movie. It's like all this stuff that you just got to Teddy Ruxpin looking at you like, ah! And it's like, ugh.
No, my brother was the opposite. He damn near broke his neck because falling down a flight of stairs to protect it because my aunt was playing with it.
That's weird.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope his neck gets better.
This is a pretty generic question, actually.
I'll give you a pretty generic answer.
All right. Do you have any like big inspirations we don't know about, or something like what got you started?
Big inspirations. In terms of comedy, I mean, the one I always say is Daffy Duck. Like that's my biggest. In terms of like other people that I like, I love. Obviously, I steal a lot from Louis Black. Sort of like The Daily Show, and Colbert, a little bit of Bill Murray in there too. What else? But in terms of like the slapsticky stuff, yeah, just sort of like a lot of like Tom and Jerry cartoons and even those goofy sports cartoons and stuff. And even honestly, when I saw James Rolfe doing what he was doing, it was sort of like this thought of, oh, okay, so there is sort of an audience for this. Okay, because I've always sort of wanted to do this kind of thing, but I just didn't think there'd be time or people or anything like that. When I saw him sort of doing it with games, I was sort of like, oh, okay, maybe I can sort of try this. So that sort of got the wheels going that it's possible to do. So he was definitely a big influence on this then too.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry my voice is a little out the past 2 days, but I have to do this before I ask your question. You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
Tearing me apart, Lisa!
And my question was, would you consider doing a old versus new of A Nightmare on Elm Street?
It's weird because everyone, I guess with the new movie, people were really split up. I didn't see the new one, but everyone's like really split up. They're like, that is the worst piece of motherfucker. And the other people are just like, no, that was really great and really like sort of bad taste and so it was awesome, really updated the creepy. So, I don't know, it might actually be worth it because I've been hearing so many split things about it. So I'll probably check it out.
Thank you, you're amazing.
Absolutely.
Hello. When you refer to nostalgia, most people think of like older things, and you do older things, typically from the 90s. Are there anything you want to review, but that's just not old enough? Like I know you did Transformers too, but is there anything waiting like that's kind of like has to get a little more ripe?
If there is something, I usually find a way around it, like reviewing The Room or Ponyo or something like that, like, if it's for like a 200th episode or something. We've moved the, sort of nostalgic date up to like sort of like 2001 or 2002, so it's like we're getting a few more in there, because just something about the, 2001, 2002 just delivered a lot of bad movies. So, so we updated it a little bit. But no, if there's a movie I really want to do, I usually find a way to do it. I make up an excuse or something.
And I bought this hat at Old Navy because it kind of looked like yours, and I was really embarrassed because I bought it at Old Navy. But
I got mine at like Men's Warehouse.
do you think you could sign this for me?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Elevator music.
Okay, just put it out there right now. I'm not gonna sign it. Oh, you got it up there. You should be. You hold up the whole Q&A. It's frozen today.
I don't have anything to give you, is that alright?
You don't have any what?
Anything to give you, is that okay?
No, next. No, Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm working on a documentary on The Room's fan base, and I remember you had that run-in with Tommy Wiseau. Like, they took down your video a year or two ago. I was wondering if you had any insight as to why they did that, or like why they decided to let you have it put it back up.
I mean, what happened is that we had a John from theroommovie.com, which I don't know. Tommy Wiseau's accent seemed to come through this email, so we're a little suspicious about whether or not that was John from theroommovie.com. But we don't know officially. But this really pretty poorly written email was sent to us, like the day it came out. You know, something along the lines of, you know, you steal my movie back, copyright, you take it down, I sue, ha ha ha. And we just we didn't want to get any legal trouble, so we're like, okay, well, let's try and take this down. So we took it down, we went to our lawyer, and we just sort of said, you know, can he get us on this? Not really. So we put it back up, we never heard from him. I mean, that's really like the full story. I mean, it's actually much simpler than you think, but yeah, that's basically it. I promote the movie. I mean, I say, go see this movie, you know, so I don't know why you would have a problem with it, but there it is. I still think it's a fascinating work of art.
Thank you very much.
Can I hug you?
I give you all a mental hug.
Hi, Doug. Thanks for the mental hug. I was just wondering, you have so many funny running jokes. Which one is your favorite and why?
Which one's my favorite and why? Of course. No, you know the one. I don't know why I like this one. Shut up! The one that for whatever reason I really like, I just cracks me up, and I haven't used it often. I just love it when I go, I don't know why, that one really makes me laugh. And especially when it goes to the Alice in Wonderland and stuff, I love it. So, yeah, I'm sorry, it's a little anticlimactic because it's not one of the better known ones, but I really like it.
That's okay, thank you.
Hi, Nostalgia Critic. I have a two-part question. The first one being, I noticed on the manual of the anime convention that it mentioned something about Mystery Science 3000. I wanted to know what your role was and like how did you feel about that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, what I had to update that, actually. It's not Mystery Science 3000, it's Rift Tracks, I mean, which has most of the people from Mystery Science Theater. But what it is that there's a contest for Rift Tracks. If you submit one, and it's really good, and people like it and vote for it, and they like it too, you get to do something with them. So we entered, and we won, and we got to do the Rift Track of Batman Forever. And we actually have this really funny intro where we're talking with, which is pretty cool. You're suddenly talking with Mike Nelson, Kevin Murphy. I mean, again, these are like big influences. And the first time we actually talked to them, our Skype wasn't working. We could hear them, but they couldn't hear us. And we're like, God, our freaking heroes are on the line, and we can't work them and work it, and stuff like that. And then we had to write an intro for this Rift Tracks where we talk to each other, and we just made that part of the thing where Mike Nelson's trying to talk to us, but we can't hear him. So we're just like, oh, I bet this is Mike's fault somehow. It's like, yeah, hey, if it doesn't work, maybe we can project the movie in his big head. And he can hear all this. He's like, oh, this is quite humiliating, actually. So it was great. It's like we did a bit with Mike Nelson, I mean, it's really, really cool. So, yeah, that's it.
And my second question is, how is the team's relationship with Noah now? Because I just, maybe a week or two ago, noticed he was, cut off. I wanted to know how that...
I missed what you said.
The relationship with the team and Noah.
Oh, and Noah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Basically, what happened is that there's a way he was conducting himself, sort of, the social media circles and stuff. That as a company, we agree we can't say we're for this. We can allow this. So we had to talk. And he was pretty much saying that, guys, this is really how I want to express myself. I want to keep doing this. I don't want to stop. Maybe we should part ways because I know you got your company and everything, but I really want to express myself this way. And we said, are you sure? Are you positive? Are you, yes. So of course, we gotta respect his opinion. And it just sort of went from there. But I mean, it's still. He's still a phenomenal talent, and he was unbelievable to work with, and in the fourth year, he is so funny. I I mean, he's ungodly funny in it, and you know, I hope people can still really see that and really enjoy it because I mean, he is just brilliant in this, and he's so much fun. So yeah, I think sometimes people have this idea like, you know, we sit him down in a chair like a cop movie and say, "You've gone too far, so you have no right."
But the rights of that little girl.
You know, and it really wasn't that. It's just, I mean, we just couldn't come to a compromise on that, and we both agreed that just there's nothing else we can do. You know, that we had to part ways. So, you know, I mean, all my best to him always. I mean, because you know, I mean, he was unbelievable talent. Still got talent. His reviews are still great. So, yeah, that's pretty much that situation.
Thank you.
Cool.
Could I just get a hug?
No more hugs! Didn't you get my mental hug? That took a lot of mental energy!
Okay. Oh, come here, you!
I guess they are shorter than questions, actually.
Hi.
Do you want a hug, too? Wow! It's just like, no, you stay there, okay? I smell you from here.
My question is, if you could redo one of your nostalgia critics, which one you would do and why?
If I could redo one, maybe the Ninja Turtles movies, because I get the feeling I could do those better. I didn't do the third one, really, I just started turning it into a joke because honestly, the one that Rolf did just went into like such incredible detail. There's like nothing else I could add. I mean, he just hit everything. But in terms of the other two movies, I could probably talk about it a little better. So if I ever redid a review, then yeah, that'd probably be the one.
And what was the hardest special effect that you did in your movies or one of your nostalgia critics? You were just so frustrated with it and it was really hard.
I mean, my personal effects have never been that great. So I don't know. I mean, this year I'm just handing it off to other people. I mean, I'm finally just like, okay, I want this to look pretty good. I mean, so we're just having other people do it. But in terms of an effect, I don't know. I can't think of any particular that you know, like angered me. But no, I got nothing.
Thank you.
Welcome. God, why did that end so sad? I got nothing. Thank you.
How's it going,
my wrist now.
How's it going, critic?
Hi.
Got a quick question for you. You've watched a million movies in your lifetime, I presume. Which thing from a movie, if you could have it for free right now, what would it be?
If I could have a free thing from a movie?
Like anything.
Oh God, there's so many. I don't know. Like, you know, maybe just Batman. Just have Batman. Just my own personal Batman. Just be like, I mean, you know, $29.90. It's like, well, Batman here disagrees. Oh, sorry, Batman.
Yeah. Here's a bad credit card.
Oh, I hate you now. Yeah, not the Clooney one.
And real quick, have you ever seen the really crappy Mario Brothers anime? It looks like it was made in the 70s. It was just that bad.
I might have seen that on YouTube, like a little bit of it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd review it. I mean, I think the movie itself was pretty bad, the live action one. Yeah, I think I saw a little bit, but I never saw all the way through it though.
I unfortunately did.
Stop ending these questions on doubters, eh? You better be happy.
Hi.
That's pretty happy, okay.
I could be happy. I was wondering if you ever thought about reviewing Nightmare Before Christmas, because I know you did a little song parody on it.
I don't know if I can do Nightmare Before Christmas, because I mean, I know not everybody likes it, and that's cool, but it's sort of its own unique thing, and I understand why people would like it. I mean, it's not like the most engaging characters or engaging story, but I like the simplicity of it. And I think it's a very clever idea, and it's very imaginative, so I don't know if I have anything to say about that one. So probably not.
Okay, thank you.
Good, I was happy. Keep that going, keep that going.
Hello.
You
blew out your voice when you did Good Son, right? That's why you resorted to the cue cards. How have you been able to prevent your voice from being lost, like when you reviewed Quest for Camel or any other bad movie?
Yeah, I haven't. I think there's been about 3 or 4 reviews where like I couldn't do it because I blew out my voice. It's like for a long time it's like, you know, I keep making up reasons why, but it does get to a point where it's like I'm just running out of reasons, especially after the anniversaries, because like, you know, you have to say quiet on the set, action, everybody here. I mean, so it's like after that it's like the voice is gone. So I think I finally just got to a point where it's like, okay, I'll just say I can't do the review this week and make the next one like super good or something. So I try my best not to, no, I have no way of doing it actually. I just always lose my voice.
Are you going to review as yourself part 2 of Breaking Dawn in addition to The Bomb? Because I really like that long review.
My guess would be, even though I don't know what happens in it or anything, my guess would be it wouldn't be as bad as part 1, but I actually am sort of intrigued to see if it is. Don't tell me that. I gotta watch this. So I definitely will. I mean, I definitely gotta do a book review for that too and stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Look forward to more anger.
Hi, I'm a huge fan, and I personally have to say I do love your Never-Ending Love, The Iron Giant, Prince of Egypt, and Brazil, which is like my boyfriend and I's favorite movie. So
awesome.
I'm actually, this is a weird question because I need you to solve an argument. My friends that I've been saying, not me, but my friends have been telling me all weekend that I kind of look like Jay-Z Otaku. And
you know, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't. Oh my!
When you walked up, I was like, hope.
But I wanted you to settle the argument, and I guess you're siding with your friends.
You do. It's not bad. It's not bad. She's very pretty. I mean,
your T-shirt doesn't help. I have to admit, kind of just adds to it. But okay, I guess I have my answer. Also, are you familiar with the series Fairy Tale Theater? It ran in, I forget what show it was on, channel it was on, but it was hosted by Shelley Duvall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you ever be interested in doing a series retrospective of that? Because I watched it with the kids I was a nanny for, and I think it's held up well, but I think there's still definite material that can be taken from there. So would you ever think of doing a retrospective?
You know, I always thought 1 or 2 that they're maybe a touch too slow. But you know, I remember there was one, because they had celebrities in this, and they had the Prince and the Frog Prince with Robin Williams, and they made this joke that even today, just like my jaw's on the ground, that they made this joke is that, you know, the princess is in there and she's changing clothes, and the frog is sort of peeking in, and she says, "Turn your head, you horny toad." It's like, whoa.
Okay, thank you, and I guess I'm now Hope's clone. Awesome.
Hi, Doug.
Hi.
So, I know that you used to be an illustrator. Do you still like incorporate that in your work, or like does it matter to the site that much?
You know, with the video game confessions, that is me drawing those, and then every once in a while, if I need like, you know, a funny visual that I can't, and I figure you should be able to see it. Sometimes I'll draw it, but more often than not, there's not time. So a lot of times I'll hand over to Jim J-Rod, who he does a lot of the Photoshop work, and he's like a man of like a million hats and stuff. So every once in a while, I do work it in though.
Also, one last one. Did you ever watch Mr. Spim's Cartoon Theater on Cartoon Network?
What's it called?
It was a thing that they used to show movies every week. Mr. Spim's Cartoon Theater.
I don't know it. Sorry.
They had like a million movies for material. If you get the chance, check it out.
Okay, I'll look it up. Awesome.
Oh, hi, Doug.
Oh, hi.
So I was wondering if you've ever seen a movie called Wizards?
Wizards? Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'd ever do a review of it?
I don't know what you could say about that movie. It's like a world of ancient magic, sorcery, and Nazi propaganda.
Pretty much. Subliminal messages everywhere. And then also, I'm fairly disappointed that you're not giving any more hugs today. So, will you promise me that if you come next year, I can get one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I will not give any more hugs, but maybe Chester will give you a hug. Would you like that? Chester can give you a hug. Oh my God, this is the greatest hug I've ever had in my life! And just, if anyone wants to ask, you don't want to ask that guy to hug you.
Hi.
Which episode was the easiest for you to write?
What was the easiest to write?
Yeah.
Thank you. Probably like, what was it, like the top 11 naughtiest Animaniac moments, because it's like a minute long, and for whatever reason it got like a bajillion hits. And like I was sick that day too, I mean, so it's just, okay, I gotta just do something fast. So that was pretty quick.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi, I was wondering if you could sign my friend's chest.
You know, that's the one thing, I don't sign private parts, that's the only thing.
Okay, how about her arm?
What's it?
Arm.
Arm? Yeah, but I can't keep signing, I'm sorry. If they just all keep asking for signs, that's not gonna be good. Do you have another question?
No.
Do you have a Sharpie? Seriously, no more.
Okay, before I ask my question, I would just like to take a moment to say thank you to you and all the other people at TheGuyWithTheGlasses.com.
You're welcome.
You have, over the years of your reviews, you have introduced all sorts of doors of wonder and horror to me, and I will admit, I both want to shake your hand and smack you in the face for introducing me to animated Titanic. Anyway, the question I have, partially just out of curiosity to hear your thoughts on it, and partially so I could have further evidence that this movie exists. Would you ever consider, if you have heard of it, reviewing the animated movie The Point based off the Harry Nilsson album?
You know, I started watching it. It wasn't doing much for me. I mean, like, it's creative and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if I could get much material out of it, oddly enough.
Fair enough. In the meantime, though, at least now I know more people know this movie exists. I'm not insane and having a delusion. Thank you.
There you go, man.
Hey Doug, I was just wondering, because they had mentioned about the teddy bear, would you be planning on using any more like creepy stuff, like any creepypasta stories? Like Slender Man, for instance?
What's it called?
Slender Man, would you plan on any creepypasta stories in any of your reviews?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't done like many toy reviews or anything like that.
Well, have you ever heard of Slender Man?
What's it?
Slender Man.
A Slaughterman?
Slender Man. Skinny guy in a business suit.
Slender Man.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. Oh!
Check one, two.
Hi, Slender Man.
Just he needs to be a little bit taller than that.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, trust me, you won't be able to sleep after that.
Oh, thanks. Looking forward to that. That was dirty.
Hi, Greg.
So, two questions. The first is, are there any movies that you just flat out would not review? I'm sorry if you've already answered this, I came a little late.
That flat out wouldn't review. Any real boring ones that we just feel we can't get material for, we decide just not to do. So yeah, just those.
And then this one is probably going to get me chased out with torches and pitchforks, but I just started watching your videos last week, and I'm loving it. What videos do you recommend that I watch?
My favorite review, probably answering another question, my favorite review is the Moulin Rouge review. Check that out.
All right.
Hi, critic.
Hi.
My question is, would you actually go through a full reading of 50 Shades of Grey?
It's funny, after we left, I mean, just the whole, that book has brought so much joy this con. After we were done, we were already going through, like, you know, just other voices we can do for next time. Like, you know, who else can you do? It's like, you know, like this one guy, Anthony was like, you know, I can do a good Tamo. It's like, I can do a good Boomba! I'm turning to the bear, the bad Tamo, gag me! Oh, butt plug! What the heck could I
Repo the Genetic Opera?
You know, I've actually talked to the guy who made it, and no, I still haven't seen it all the way.
It was shown in a screening yesterday, I think. Shadowcast.
RKO Army performed a shadow cast of it.
Oh yeah, no, I talked with them too a little bit, like they reenacted and say it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show and stuff. You know, I started watching a little bit of it and I was liking it, I just didn't have time to finish it. One day I should go and watch the rest of it, because I was finding it pretty interesting.
It's by the creators of Saw. It's actually pretty gory, so if you can't really handle blood, but the music makes it better.
It's musical gore!
Hi, Critic.
Hi.
I pulled 2 random cards from the card game Cards Against Humanity. Will you read them out loud for us?
Yes, I will. Sometimes you get ones that aren't that interesting. Hold on, these are good. Life for American Indians was forever changed when the white man introduced them to blank. Being a motherfucking sorcerer.
Hello again.
Oh, hi.
2 questions. One, I keep hearing that there's going to be a site design. I was wondering if there's any data around that. And 2, will you ever do any Cartoon Network cartoons?
You know, that's a little past my time. Like, you're talking about like the Powerpuff Girls and stuff like that. A little past my time, so I knew of them. I didn't watch them that much, so I wouldn't be able to give a good like representation of them. In answer to the redesign, are you saying will the site be redesigned? Is that what you're asking?
I keep hearing that rumors that it will be redesigned sometime, like this certain.
I mean, I'm sure at some point we'll redesign it. I don't think there's any future plans for it, like anything coming up soon, but I'm sure at some point we'll redesign it. You know, I mean, this stuff always changes and evolves, so you know, at some point we will.
Cool. Now I'm gonna go buy a comic. Bye.
Awesome.
Hello, Mr. Walker.
Hello.
Is there anybody on That Guy with the Glasses that you haven't done a crossover with yet, but would love to do?
Yeah, and actually you are gonna see them. Actually, while I'm going to Con Bravo, I got like 3 texts from like 3 of the people going there, just like, you want to do a crossover? You want to do a crossover? I'm like, oh my god, there's so many. Well, that should be a good hint right there. But one that I will definitely do that I really want to do because I like his stuff a lot is that sci-fi guy. I'll do a crossover with him. Corner? What? I don't care. Next.
As a point of interest from the guy controlling the line, unfortunately we only have 5 minutes left, so I'm going to have to ask if no one else joins our lovely line for the moment. These are going to be the last of them, just so this guy apparently needs to catch a plane or something.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, but I can it's just a plane. Airports are pretty laid back.
2 questions. One, do you think you could ever do a top 11 of cartoons you wish you grew up with?
Cartoons I wish I grew up with. Interesting. I'll ponder that. I'll think that over.
And 2, this is to That Guy with Glasses. Our family seems to enjoy you when you are either in great anger or sadness. Did that make us masochists?
I only caught like half of that, man. I'm sorry.
We seem to. I think the funniest. I think our family enjoys your reviews when you're either at your angriest or saddest. Does that make us masochists at all? Say it.
We like you when you're either mad or sad, and extreme negative emotions. Are we sadists?
Ah! Yes, you are, you sick people.
No, I have a real question. On average, how long does it take you to make your Nostalgia Critic reviews?
It takes a week. You know, usually like a day to watch them and make little jokes, a day to write the script, a day to film it, a day to sort of start editing it in order, and then a day to put the film clips in. And then I usually leave the 2 weekend, days in case I need extra time.
So you're working like all day long on this?
No, it's also while I'm doing other videos, because I try to get 3 videos out a week or work on other projects and stuff.
Alright.
So yeah, so about a week, yeah.
Hello, sir. Hello. I didn't know your stuff existed until about 2 days ago.
Awesome.
How dare you? And a lot of people are saying, oh, you're dressed as Linkara. I had no idea who Linkara was, and apparently everyone thinks I look just like him.
So Linkara is sort of like he sort of looks like a geeky Indiana Jones. That's the best way I can put it. He just wears like the hat, and he has like the brown coat and stuff like that, except he has glasses too.
And I was like, this is my normal dress, you know. I don't know who Linkara is.
Oh, it's his too. That's what's so funny.
Do I look like Linkara to you?
Yep.
Hi, I have a slightly odd question.
Okay.
What's your favorite director of Looney Tunes?
Oh, Chuck Jones, man. I love Chuck Jones.
Have you read his book?
Oh, what, Chuck-a-Muck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I get that. Guy in my bathroom, yeah.
Awesome.
I was like, is that a compliment or an insult? I'm just gonna say it.
Hey, it's Wayne from Yukon. I have a couple questions. First of all, before you became Nostalgia Critic and were famous and all that stuff, what did you think that you were going to do with your life?
I want to be an illustrator mainly. You know, I did go to school for like film and stuff, sort of to do stuff like this, but for the most part, yeah, I mean, illustrator was what I originally wanted to do.
And my second question is a recent, I don't know how recent, it was like maybe a year ago or so. I really need to catch up on your reviews and stuff, but you made a comparison between different ponies. Are you a brony?
Am I a brony? I get this all the time. No, I'm not a brony. No, I don't hate bronies. No, I don't like bronies. Do I not care? Yes! If you like it, like it. If you don't. Leave me out of it. I don't care.
Okay, just a quick question. Since this is the one area of media no one ever seems to ask you about, what kind of music do you listen to, like pop or rock or whatever?
Growing up, I listened to a lot of like, you know, just sort of the generics like Metallica and Smashing Pumpkins. Honestly, it's weird. I'm really big into movie soundtracks. I know it sounds odd, but it's like I really like, you know, I like whatever Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, John Williams and stuff. You know, all that stuff. I love it. So yeah, awesome.
Mr. Critic.
Hi.
So I was wondering, next year when you come back, would it be possible to bring other people from the site with you?
If they invite them or want to come and stuff, sure. Yeah, I'm always up for that.
Cool, thank you.
All right.
I wanted to ask if you will ever review the Serenity movie.
Serenity? You know, I didn't watch much, I know I should. I didn't watch much Firefly, and I did see Serenity, and you know, I'm like, oh, I should probably watch the show to understand a good chunk of this. Yeah, so probably not, because I didn't think it was like bad, but, you know, I'll definitely catch up on the show.
Also, last question.
Sure.
How can you do top pump you up movie themes and not put in the Jurassic Park theme?
I don't know if that pumps you up. It's like, oh, it's whimsical. I'm so dinosaurs.
Hello, critic. I have two questions. Have you ever thought about doing a teaming up with the angry video game nerd?
We did a few videos. I don't know if you saw that.
Sorry, I mean I've seen that. So, do you consider yourself funnier than him, or no?
Funnier with him?
Oh, funnier than him.
Than him? Oh, I just humor. It's all subjective. I mean, it's like there's no this person's funny, this person is not. It's just whatever you find funny.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. I'm nervous, so.
That's all good.
I'm wondering, in the beginning of the year, you had paid advertisements and you stopped, but you still have the commercials. I was wondering, why is that?
Oh, well, why are there commercials in the middle and stuff like that? Mostly to pay for the 4th year anniversary. I mean, it's like we knew it had to be bigger, and we were bringing out even more people and stuff like that. We're just like, dude, we gotta pay for this, man. We gotta, you know. So I mean, it's mostly for that. I mean, people are like, you're doing it for money. Yes. It's called a job. If someone was like, you know, hey, if you just add this in your job, we will give you more money, would you be like, no? I mean, it's like, so yeah, I mean, it's to help us pay for that. You know, we don't get the money to swim in it or anything. We get it to do the productions.
But I don't know if it's maybe my browser, but lately you have the commercials like it goes blank, but there's no advertisement. I don't know if you're doing it now.
Oh, is that happening? That's odd. You know what it is sometimes? Does it go blank and then just immediately back to the review? Okay, that usually means that they just didn't have an advertisement put in that time.
Okay.
So I mean, if it just goes blank, just be like, oh hey, no commercial, cool.
Thank
they
you
lost
so
money. Awesome. And we're out of time, right? Guys, I had to catch a plane. Thank you all so much for